Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why I wear the headphone. Let's do it like this. There we go. Hello, beautiful people. So this live is very random, but I felt like it was necessary given I just read a comment from one of you talking, and it was under my video, my message to African Americans who are thinking about moving abroad. And when I read okay, I don't know what's going on with the internet, but yeah, basically, I read the comment, and the person was talking about how they're tired of being in the States, they're tired of tracing money and not having access to their basic. I don't know why it just got loud in here all of a sudden. They're tired of chasing basically money and don't have access to their basic needs, and it just always seems like nothing's enough and all these different things, which I think are all valid, very valid concerns. So I just wanted to make space to talk about this for a second and talk about if you are considering moving abroad. I think that I just want to validate the feeling I think a lot of people have of like maybe I think a lot of people have a feeling that it's not possible or that's not obtainable or that the US is the best place ever, so why would you ever want to leave and all these things. And I think that that's valid because it wasn't until I was able to get out of the US and kind of see things more that I actually saw that there's a reason why we have this view in the US, like it's not just coincidental that the US has this idea that it's the best place to be in the world, and if you're not in the US and you're not doing anything with your life or whatever the case may be. At its core, I want to validate that concern, but I also want to validate that it is possible. I want to tell people that you can live somewhere where you have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. You can live somewhere that, since that video has been up, it is possible. And I want to stress enough that, because I feel like I made that video pretty early on in my journey, but I still stand by what I said as far as that it makes a difference when, like I said in the video, I'm not saying moving abroad will necessarily solve all your issues or solve all your problems, but I will say is that it helps give you the capacity it gives you the space, capacity, energy to actually be able to sit with them and deal with them, which I think is a game changer. I won't tell you that moving abroad solved my depression. I won't tell you that moving abroad made it so I don't have back pain or neck pain. I won't tell you that moving abroad, changed the reality of racism existing, whatever. What I will tell you is that it gave me other things, and it gave me the space and the energy and the capacity to actually deal with those issues. It gave me the capacity to think, oh, okay, I'm not engulfed in this. This isn't completely and I feel like that's kind of that feeling you get when you're in the States, is you're completely engulfed in it, that it's so hard to see anything outside of it. And so that's a big thing. What was I going to say? Also, if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. I don't know who's in here, but I don't know. I just think reading that comment just made me realize a lot of things, and it made me realize that at the end of the day, granted, I've been abroad for a year, I still stand by that. I don't regret making my decision for 1 second. It's been difficult. There's been times where I'm stressed. There's been times where, like y'all saw in my one video, I got held at gunpoint when I was in Cali, Colombia. I've been broke. I've been figuring out where am I gonna stay and all these different things, which is not ideal. Which is why I won't suggest how I did things necessary for people. But what I would suggest is, you can create that structure. There is possibilities. You can find ways to make money abroad, whether that's taking your job that you already have there, if it's online, taking it abroad, whether it's finding a remote job, whether it is starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, I don't know, there's so many options. And I think I think we sometimes downplay ourselves that we're not, we have a lot of privileges and a lot of skills just from coming from the U.S. Being fluent in English is something that is not a thing of the majority of the world, but it's something that a lot of people want to learn. Having a U.S. passport and all these different things gives us an upper hand, gives people an upper hand from the states that we don't. I feel like we sometimes sleep on. So we think that, oh, it's not possible, but you have so many gifts and so many skills and so many things that even the times that I thought nothing would work out, like things always work out. I am a very well competent, smart young person. I have a college degree. I speak English. Like, the chances of me really ending up on the streets and having literally no options whatsoever are very slim. So, I don't know. I just want to take that minute to say that I don't want to be on here forever. If anyone does have any questions, you can pop them down below. But I just want people to know it's possible. And like all those things that are popping in your head about like, oh, well, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, they're valid. And there's possibilities to have that. The thing, I think I just want to say this last thing, like with example, if you're here. In the United States, there's very much access to fruits and vegetables, for example. There's places in the United States where you can't even find like a fresh piece of produce or whatever. There's places like you have to be living in areas where sometimes where you have like, what is it called? Fresh foods, or I can't remember the names, or Trader Joe's or whatever. No matter what kind of like neighborhood or whatever I'm in whatever country I'm in, there are fresh fruits and vegetables on like almost every corner. I can get a mango, I can get an apple, whatever. Like, and those. Okay, I don't know why it keeps popping off, but on that note, I don't know if y'all could hear me, but I hope all that makes sense. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I just want to take a minute and talk about this because that comment really said something to me. So share this with anyone that you know has been considering moving abroad. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.